In the fall of 2012, the Foundations of Infant Mental Health training program was launched here at Fresno State's Children's Institute. More than 160 birth to 5 practitioners have been meeting monthly to learn about the new brain science and the effects that early relationships have on brain development in very young children. By the end of 2014, more than 300 practitioners will have benefited from this extraordinary professional development opportunity. Listen now to some of the reflections that those professionals have to offer about their experiences in this year's program.
What I loved about the training program is that it was continuous over the course of 10 months, which really allowed us to go deeper on some of the content pieces in the conversation regarding specific areas of infant family mental health. It was interactive, it was thoughtful, allowed us time to kind of stop, pause, really think about certain issues and think about what it means to us and how we're going to integrate this in our work.
Well, I think the reason it's needed, after working in this profession for 17 years, I've seen many, many families, and in very few cases do I find families don't need infant mental health component.
I've been very grateful for the trainings, grateful to watch at the level of leadership in our valley coming together. Fresno State, Central Valley Regional Center, First Five, all of those that are funders and leaders in our community have come together to be able to offer this training in several counties. And so I want to add that, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to connect with all the different agencies and to be exposed to the trainings that were delivered to us.
One of the biggest things that I, as a program manager, am looking into bringing back into organization is the whole concept about reflective practice. I've been really impressed with what it does for an individual, a staff person, and then as a manager, I look into providing that additional enhancement or training to our staff, bringing it back to our organization.
I really appreciated one particular training that dealt with trauma and children affected by trauma. I felt like I had a pretty good understanding of it, but after spending a full 8 hours with someone, being able to share just various aspects of how children and families are affected by trauma has made me really think about how I want to move forward with my staff and our agency to take a look at different curriculums and ways to support family, various trainings. I think that would be very important for us.
As a father myself and as an advocate for families and fathers in our community and nationwide, I think it's important that we definitely invite dads to the table as it relates to what helps create the best outcomes for our children, because we're all interconnected as this relates, and it's those things that we need to do so that our children can have the greatest opportunity to live safe, healthy lives and thrive. That's really what it's about for me.
What did I enjoy most about this training? The reflection. I love that part where we were all able to come together at the end of the day and just let everyone know how we felt about the presenters and the presentations. Also, we are able to just let everyone know how we're doing on our individual positions and jobs. Everyone was very open. We all shared pretty intimate things. There were moments where all of us shed tears. There's moments where we're laughing. We developed a friendship, relationships that I definitely think that we will carry on beyond this training. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about what's going on out in the community.
I think this training is needed in the Central Valley because we all have the same goal in working with young children and their families, but we all have a piece of expertise. And in order to help support children and their families, we need to look at the whole child the whole family, and working with different individuals from different disciplines allows us to support families.
Someone proposed that I come to this training, and then I found out that it was an 8-month process, and I thought, oh great, that's quite a bit of time to commit to something, and that vision of I have to go to this training was kind of shattered the first time that I came, because I didn't realize how beneficial it would be. And I didn't realize the caliber of presenters and experts that would be training us. And so I look forward to each of the classes and sessions, and I would encourage anyone that has opportunity to attend on the next round to sign up right away.
I really enjoyed the individual pods that we were assigned to, because the pods were set up in a multidisciplinary format with other community agencies and people that we may be interacting with or working with in a mutual client. And it was more rewarding and insightful to see how those organizations worked amongst themselves. And not only that, but it promoted the conversations for us to be able to try to work better together.
What will change with my work with families as a result of this is the networking. I've met a lot of different people, a lot of new resources for myself, and I just feel a lot more confident and competent as a professional.
I do believe it's very important in all our jobs that you have that time or that moment or those special people that you can talk with. There are a lot of things that go on in all of our jobs that are very emotional. And there are times that you do need to just debrief. And those moments are special. And this has taught me that you need to make sure that you take that time out for yourself.
The hope for the future is we can build what in our language is an institutional capacity of training folks who deal with children and families over time, not just for the period of the grant, that organizations in our community like education, health services, social services, healthcare institutions, anybody who deals with a family can potentially have an impact in supporting that family.
I would like to thank the many supporters of the Foundations of Infant Mental Health Training Program. The San Joaquin Valley can be very proud of the expanded expertise and diversity of its infant mental health workforce. We look forward to continuing to work to improve the social and the emotional outcomes of our babies and their caregivers.